The Coinceras channel is pleased to have you back. Attention all crypto enthusiasts, today is a major day for the industry. But first, I'd like to explain the idea of a crypto issuer, someone who created a crypto asset, since it's central to the law that recently passed the House. Assuming this bill passes in its final form, I believe it will include this provision. Also, there are a lot of regulations. For example, there is a cap on how much of a cryptocurrency an issuer can own, and they are also required to publish certain information. So, to paraphrase David, here, the question becomes, who issued XRP? Reason being, XRP was not created by Ripple. How could the corporation be the issuer of a token that was established before they even existed? My explanation to David is that the issuer doesn't always imply the original author doesn't. This is according to Mark Bagel, a former regional director of the SEC. Then Dave asks, what the fuck does it mean? I read Mark's post, and I agree with him, he said as a follow-up. And this is the crucial part. David Schwartz is an incredible intellect, and we ordinary folks can pick his brain. Mark Bagel, a former SEC regional director, various attorneys, John Deaton, Hogan, and a host of others are available for consultation on cryptocurrency and related topics. We can also get to the bottom of what these terms mean. How fortunate we are to have such a formidable tool at our disposal. This is what Mark has to say. The 33 Act does not, alas, define an issuer precisely. Actually, it's like that was intentional. In this way, they can record a wide variety of actions. Furthermore, individuals are unable to discover subtle ways to circumvent these rules, for as by establishing a security and subsequently transferring it to an independent legal body while claiming, we didn't create it. Additionally, Ripple failed to raise this claim in their legal dispute with the SEC because they knew it would be unsuccessful. It makes no difference whether the creator or acquirer of the security is a corporation seeking funding through the sale of shares, he added. Therefore, making the asset is unnecessary. If Ripple were an issuer, it would be a major player in the industry. Affiliates would include Chris, Brad, and Arthur. As a result, their combined XRP holdings can exceed 20%. In my opinion, this will turn out to be a positive development if this law is successful. Although Ripple's current XRP holdings are problematic, I believe this will be beneficial for the cryptocurrency in the long run. Also, that escrow account can be utilized to accommodate this new requirement. This bill offers them a great deal of room to maneuver if it passes into law. Reworking some things will be difficult, but in the long run, I believe it will be better for everyone. As a result, I'm looking forward to meeting that criteria. I want it to be crystal clear that the video I made earlier today was not about the revelation that XRPL Labs will be charging for certain services on their app. I want to be really clear. In my opinion, Mr. Wind is a behemoth in this field. He has accomplished more in the span of one afternoon for XRP than I will in the entirety of my life. Even though I'm only a commentator, I believe he should receive all the money he can obtain. Furthermore, I wish him the best of luck. I guess what I'm getting at in today's video is that I don't think it's going to be successful to charge and force people to pay for, you know, something like Sama Pro or some such name. You want people to utilize that program, use its sophisticated features, and do swaps. I believe that's your goal in expanding your user base. That, in my opinion, is the key to becoming a highly valued company and scaling to new heights. However, I believe there is no harm in charging for the software if he is capable of doing so. It is effective. People love to use it. Assuming, of course, that's the way he plans to achieve his goals. In my opinion, he is deserving of every cent and more. In my opinion, That is not the way to go. This is merely a commentary, and that is my personal view. He will manage his business according to his own standards. Furthermore, I do not see any problem with charging for it. That, in my opinion, is not the way to achieve lasting success. That was really my aim in making that video. I feel like I could have done a better job. However, by thinking, you will misunderstand me. I think he's doing something wrong if he can charge. Basically, I just don't think that route will lead to the best results. Superb announcement. This wasn't given nearly enough consideration, in my opinion. At long last, Coinbase makes it possible for great New Yorkers to trade XRP. It's quite frustrating that they are unable to trade XRP on that site. Big city financial hubs can now trade XRP on the New York market, which was previously impossible, so we're making progress. On most exchanges, you can tell it's back online. Is located in the US, and as it should be, Coinbase is again trading in New York again. That wouldn't normally make headlines, but the historic transition to the Ethereum ETF has been approved, so it took center stage today. We were led to believe that phase 2 of this project by SEC would never materialize. Joe Ethereum, who is currently celebrating, mentioned that the past 2 days have been quite eventful. Consensus will keep fighting for Ethereum through our case against the SEC. We are glad to see the sense prevail, fundamentally. It appears that the lawsuit seeking clarification for Ethereum will proceed as planned. And ETH is his hashtag. On behalf of all. Does the need to keep suing for clarification still exist today? I feel like they finally understood, and it wouldn't shock me in the least if they do decide to abandon the lawsuit. The following individuals are wondering, what the fuck happened according to what Eleanor Terrence says. We heard that the FCC was alleging that Ethereum is a security and wassuing a Wells notice to Consensus and the Ethereum Foundation. Nevertheless, they have suddenly approved the ETF. How is that even possible? I take it the SEC is now asserting that they were only issuing these wall notices in relation to Uniswap and never intended to suggest that Ethereum would be a security. That being the case, and in my opinion, that is completely absurd. In my opinion, the SEC became entangled in this political conflict. And they lost badly because they didn't believe for a second that the people they were contacting through well notices were part of the Ethereum Foundation's consensus. The political winds shifted, and they had to change course, but they never made it crystal clear that Joe Lubin was suing to have them classified as a commodity rather than a security. Had they known that, they would not have been confused by the notices in those walls. This ETF, Ethereum, is already making waves, and similar to Fidelity, it had to abandon its staking ambitions in its revised version because the SEC is against staking. That stake and those benefits will not be available to you if you purchase Ethereum through an exchange-traded fund. So, many will pour money into Ethereum, but they will see no return on their investment. Additionally, Adam Cochran states the native staking and restaking AP values could end up going up if ETFs take in a lot of Ethereum but don't stake it. Lots of individuals aren't getting in on the action, but those who are stand to gain a tremendous amount from the network's increasing value. However, at the moment, only native users are allowed to stake. I anticipate that this restriction will be changed in the future. Plus, you can stake assets like Ethereum inside that exchange-traded fund. And as we can see, the House passed measure explicitly states that staking is a standard component of the network. As expected, it's also quite acceptable and within the law. They will engage in staking with these ETFs in the future, though probably not on launch day. Thus, it is clear that a pie truly increases significantly for individuals involved with the network. It will be interesting to watch if institutional and large-scale investors truly put a lot of money into these ETFs. There was an unparalleled demand for Bitcoin there. In reality, how much Ethereum will there be? Look, we're going to figure it out. It's the world's second most valuable cryptocurrency. We anticipate their transition to the altcoin arena, which will extend well beyond Ethereum, in due time. Who will be the next one to go? Might it be XRP? Even if Solana isn't my favorite asset, I wouldn't be surprised if she was the one. However, it appears that it is the center of interest at the moment. So, let's wait and see how long it takes to receive that third asset. However, if your coin is doing well, you can expect to receive an exchange-traded fund ETF or a bundle product that gives you exposure to a variety of cryptocurrencies. The growth of this establishment is likely to be rather remarkable. It may take some time, but Ethereum is not going to be the final exchange-traded fund ETF you should believe, so be patient and put your money into the assets that are coming up next. Well, that concludes our video. When you're done, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Farewell, I will be seeing you shortly.